Hey everyone, welcome to Two Car Pros. My name is Ryan, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to remove and install a fan clutch assembly on the end of a water pump pulley. So I get this question all the time: how the heck do you take the fan off the front of a water pump pulley? I rotate it over and the pulley rotates with it and it just never comes off. That's because you need to hold that pulley, and I'll show you exactly how to use the correct tool and how to get it off of there. The vehicle we're doing this on today is a 2005 Ford F-150, but every single fan clutch works basically the same way, just sometimes they have reverse threads, and I show you exactly how to look out for that. This process does require a special tool, and the link is down below in the description. A few years ago, I did do a video showing how to do that without the special tool, but I always got a ton of people asking how do you do it with the tool, and that's what this video is going to comprise of. With all that out of the way, let's jump in. So here is the official tool that you are most likely going to need if you don't have a large pipe wrench like I showed in my original video when I did this. And I had a lot of people tell me that I was the worst human on the planet for assuming that you might have a pipe wrench that size. To be fair, I've seen a lot of those pipe wrenches everywhere. Not to mention you don't need one quite that big, it's just the one that I had. But if you want to spring for the money and buy this tool and use it one time, you can. I think you might be able to rent this at like AutoZone or O'Reilly's for nearly free or a very small amount of money. Alternatively, of course, you could buy this tool and own it forever, and the link is down below in the description. So the fundamentals of this is that you're going to use one of these forks to hold the water pump pulley. And how do you do that? Well, you kind of build the tool, right? So you pick which one will fit. Let's say you have the 4 bolts on the pulley, and you slide that over the 4 bolts. That holds it in place. And then you grab this and put it on there, just like a socket. And then you can hold the pulley just like that while you grab one of these. You're going to have to pick which one it is for yourself. And then you have all this nice holding force with this guy. And then you can use a hammer on this side to knock it free. And that is how that is done. That's how this tool is used. So let's go ahead and show you the practical application of that on my 2005 Ford F-150. So here is our fan clutch. The video I did before, we didn't have the radiator shroud in the way. We really don't have that luxury here. There's no way to get it off without taking our fan clutch out in one piece, because this is not a separatable one. It's one big old piece. So what you want to do is grab the appropriately sized holding tool. It'll look something like this. On mine, it's particularly the 2 1/8, and we're going to slide that in there on the bolt heads in such a way that it's actually going to hold them, right? So now I can turn this pulley basically with this tool, and it's flipped in a way that you see how this bend is facing, sort of indenting, so it goes along with the pulley itself. Now, while I'm using the other tool, it's going to be important to keep this flush against, see, it just fell off, against the pulley surface like this, because if it slips off, it's really not going to do its job. Let me just slide our fan clutch nut tool onto the nut. Mine is 1 7/16, but they can range in different sizes. So you put that onto there, and you're almost ready to go. Except I want to talk about which way the fan spins. On this particular truck, you can tell by the pitch of the blade, it's going to spin this way. So if you're looking straight at the engine, counterclockwise. So you just kind of spin it to the left like a normal nut. Some vehicles have a reverse thread. And the reason you want to check that is because the way it's designed is when you turn the truck on and off, you want the threads to tighten down, not loosen, because otherwise the fan's going to come off and go into your radiator. So just assess your situation and go from there. What we can do is hold this side of the tool, and I'm going to strike this side of the tool with a hammer. And make sure everything's nice and square. Nothing's just going to fall off. You can even use a helper to hold the pulley for you while you're doing this. So now it's just a matter of keeping everything square, and I'm going to strike this with my hammer. Just like that. It's already broken loose. And I should just be able to spin it and the rest off by hand. And there we go. That sound means that the fan is off of our water pump pulley. And then I can remove our tool, no longer needed. And now that our fan is kind of just sitting down there, we can reach in and retrieve it. Carefully now, and check that out. Look how easy that came out. That came out way easier with the proper tool. I know a lot of people, you know, kind of question me on why I used a home setup. That's truthfully because I didn't have the tool at the time when I made the video. And I thought it was kind of a clever way to get around buying a tool. But you know what? That special tool might just be worth the price. And the link is down below in the description. So now we can replace our radiator fan. And you know, this unit looked pretty good and was working when I took it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that back in. And it takes a little bit of negotiation to get it down into its home. There we go. And then we can start threading it. There we go. And conveniently enough, it's righty-tighty for me. Sometimes they're reverse threads, so you gotta look out for that. Spin it on until it stops, and then we can get our tool. So grab your 2 1/8 inch fan clutch pulley holding tool, and it might be different per application, so trial and error is your friend. And basically the same as the install is basically the reverse of the install. So we want to just hold on to our bolts with the tool like that. And then grab our wrench. Mine happens to be a 1 7/16. We just want to hold that in place and then just give it a nice tightening down. And there we go. Our fan clutch is reinstalled. So that is how to remove and install a fan clutch assembly on the end of a water pump pulley. Things like this hang people up all the time when they're replacing a water pump or even just the pulley itself. It is super easy to get hung up on something small like this and prevent you from saving tons of money in a repair. So I hope this general guide has helped you get over that hurdle. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. I'll do my best to get to them. Or you can go to our website, 2carpros.com, and ask a question for absolutely free, and I will be along shortly to help you out there as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting at all, please consider giving it a like or even subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.